following is a live presentation of CBC Sports.
Scotty Bowman left Reunion the victim of a conspiracy theory which Game 5 subscribed to. Goaltender Chris Osgood was also the target, moved by misfortune again. The Stars' snipers had been deadly silent until very late in the game.
Carbonell again. Shot. Score! How about that? How about that?
And then a shot rang out in Dallas.
Dallas get it ahead. Langenbrunner. They'll score! Langenbrunner, the long shot!
After the sudden death, the film exposed contradictions. Did Langenbrunner's shot skip? Was it going wide? What made Osgood miss? Questions Bowman has commissioned answers to in Game 6. The Dallas Stars are destined to be long shots. They try to continue the comeback at Joe Louis Arena in the heart of Detroit. Down 3-2 to the Wings in the Western Conference Final. I'll tell you what, there are no complaints about the ice tonight. It's cool in Motown, and the rink is hard and fast. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC and the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm Scott Russell, as always, loud in Joe Louis Arena. One half of the Stanley Cup Championship playoff equation exists. It is right here and may be determined tonight at Joe Louis Arena. Last night, Washington completed their odyssey in Buffalo, New York. The Capitals were down 2-1 until late in the third period of play. Peter Bondra, who has woken up of late, scored the goal to make it 2-2, his sixth of the playoffs. Then 6:24 into overtime. Joe Juneau makes the pass, heads to the net, and he will find the rebound, sneak the puck past Dominik Hasek. The Capitals win it 3-2, and Washington is going to the championship series for the first time in its 24-year history. As for the Dallas Stars and the Detroit Red Wings, the Wings lead 3-2. Dallas, a heartbreaking and a heart-stopping win for them in game number 5. It came in OT, and the old Warriors did the job for Dallas. Ed Belfour has been in the National Hockey League for 10 years, and he was outstanding in the second half of that game, stopping Brendan Shanahan late in the second period. Guy Carbonneau, 38 years old, 3 times a Stanley Cup winner. Carbonneau got the goal that sent the game to overtime, tied 2-2. And then there was Craig Muni, 3 times a Cup winner with the Edmonton Oilers. He stopped a sure goal off the stick of Kurt Maltby. Everyone did the job for Dallas.
Well, it's been kind of our situation all year. We've had injuries throughout the season, throughout the lineup, so we've shown throughout the year that we can stick together as a team and come through it all, and it's been no difference in the playoffs with Nieuwendyk going out in the first round. Other guys have stepped up, and right now we've got some key injuries, and other guys have to come forward again.
There are the Dallas Stars, and there are the Detroit Red Wings as they head into Joe Louis Arena. Let's listen to the crowd for the Wings. Detroit's up 3-2 in the series, but their lead is tenuous. Greg Millen, we have to talk about the central figure, Chris Osgood, and the misfortune that he's faced not only in this series, but throughout the playoffs.
Well, Chris Osgood, you know, that he's just had an awful feeling in his stomach ever since he let that long goal in overtime. And I watched it. It's been a nightmare for him ever since. You know, you don't sleep after games. You're thinking about it until you get your next start. Now, this puck bounced right in front of him, and when it did, it changed direction. He overplayed it with his stick. He would have been far better off to get his body in front of it, but nevertheless he didn't. It went in, and right now this crowd is cheering Ozzy, Ozzy. They're backing him.
Hockey is a superstitious, ritualistic game. I'm sure Chris Osgood is no different from the rest. He's got to be hearing every movement of the crowd, but every team, every player goes through a set of rituals in order to prepare himself.
Well, every athlete does it for sure. Ed Belfour, he's had trouble with his back. Most goalies will stretch. He does it in exactly the same spot before every game. The Detroit Red Wings have all kinds of rituals. One is playing soccer to loosen up and have a little bit of fun before they go out for warm-up. Darren McCarty is always the last player off for the Red Wings. He kicks his skate a little bit, and then up he goes, and then they line up this way when they come out. Martin Lapointe and Darren McCarty, and they do a little bit with their hands off afterwards. Rituals are always a big part of the game, and you know the Dallas Stars, they changed all their positions around the room because of the fact they want to change their luck here in Detroit tonight.
All that ritual was at reunion. We're at Joe Louis now. The Wings and the Stars go to Game 6. Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC and the Stanley Cup playoffs. Back in Detroit, Michigan for Game 6 of the Western Conference Championship Series between the Wings and the Stars. A huge game for Dallas as they try to extend their life. The men in the booth are Bob Cole and Harry Neal. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Scott, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to this one. This big one. And if you talk to Ed Belfour, don't plan anything for Sunday afternoon. There'll be a hockey game in Dallas. He says, I'm ready tonight. And the pressure is right back on the shoulders of Chris Osgood. He was solid till the overtime in Game 5. Then that's miscued. The referee for the game is Bill McCreary. Dan Shackey, Kevin Collins will work the lines with him. And we're set to go. Hatcher, Matt Tkachuk in the lineup. Modano, Langenbrunner, and Lehtinen for Dallas. Yzerman, Shanahan, and Fedorov, and they get the puck in over the line. Lidstrom and Murphy are the starting defensemen for Detroit. Lidstrom takes the first hit of the game. Shakes it off, grabs the puck, and throws it ahead to Yzerman. Up comes Fedorov, and he promises more offense from 91 tonight. He's trying it now, coming in there. Yzerman can't control the high pass. Lehtinen back out for Dallas. They shoot it in, and the two teams will make the first changes. Lidstrom out with it. Quick pass down the far side, and Rouse drills along one end. First hit by Detroit. Sador took it. And the Dallas Stars are going to be called for icing as Rouse is back to pick it up. 20,000 here at the Joe Louis for this big game.
Well, there was some question whether Matt Tkachuk could play and Zubov, but you can see the Stars have got two of those three defensemen in. Chambers is still out, and Ken Hitchcock is elected to dress 7 defensemen tonight in case Matt Tkachuk and or Zubov can't make it. So Kesner's in for his second game. And 11 forwards, Carbonneau and Keane, were excellent, especially Carbonneau in the Game 5 victory in Dallas.
The Draper line on. Maltby is to his left. Hardy on the right side for Detroit. He's in for checking. Rouse a long shot. First save of the game for Belfour. And now for Osgood. Rouse. And Maltby, he was covered, so all he had to do was lift it high down to the goalie. And Belfour played it back out. It's back in quickly. It's offside at the Dallas blue line.
Well, the Detroit Red Wings have not made a change in their lineup, but they have changed their forward combinations. Fedorov and Yzerman. Fedorov is going to get more ice time, Scotty Bowman told me, and he's challenging him to give his team a little shot in the arm offensively. And Steve Yzerman has been terrific again in these playoffs. And here are the 6 defensemen that have played every game in this series.
Kozlov, Mariano, and LaPointe left to right, the Detroit line. Modano takes the face-off for Dallas. Verbeek and Hogue with him. Puck is knocked in front of the net, and Kozlov turns it back quickly. He comes to center, picking a hole on the right side, and he was hit along the boards by Hogue. Verbeek takes a pass at center. He moves it up over the Detroit line. Modano trying to center it. At the side of the net, Osgood got the stick down anyway, and the puck goes flying over the glass. Into the crowd.
Well, Osgood has been the major topic of concern around here. Let's see what Scotty Bowman has to say about his goaltender.
No, they didn't have to, because we've had a couple of situations in the playoffs where the team has a lot of confidence in the goaltender, and that's the big plus we have. We've gone through this before. It's not like something that's come out of nowhere. So there's nobody concerned going in that, oh boy, what can we do next? Because we've had the team has a lot of resiliency. We've had some adversity, and usually when you have adversity, that's the stepping stone to success. So that's what we've been trying to, explain to each other, and that's all we try to do.
First penalty of the game has been called after the whistle. Kazmir of Dallas is off for roughing. 1-for-3 the power play in Game 5 for Detroit. They have 4 power play goals in the series in 26 attempts. Ken Hitchcock and the Dallas Stars are shorthanded early.
And that's not part of the plan. The coaches from Dallas had an early penalty and an unnecessary one at that.
Fedorov won the draw from Carbonneau. Detroit, power play, go back to form up. Led by Murphy, lost it. Carbonneau, what a great checker he is. And a terrific penalty killer throughout his career. He's in for checking again. Now he watches Fedorov move up there. Back and forth with the puck and dropped it back near the line. Lidstrom and Murphy get set. Long shot. Didn't reach the net. Hit a leg. Lidstrom once again winding up. Another shot. Rebound. Hit the goal post. Rebound off the post. Detroit with the puck. At the line. Lidstrom again. Roll it ahead. Yzerman. Might go back to him. Roll it over there. And Fedorov's shot is blocked. Great pressure by Detroit, looking for the first goal. Yzerman back to the line with it. Another long shot by Lidstrom. That's blocked. Hit the boards, came in front, and was cleared. Penalty time, 55 seconds left. Just underway here in Game 6, a Detroit power play. No score, and up they come again. McCarty lost it. Offside will be called, but they clear it out, so the play is allowed to continue. Dallas trying to pick it off Larionov, and they can't do it. He's in there again. Larionov bounced it into the corner, but the play had been called back at the line.
Well, Yzerman got a glorious chance early in this power play, the leading scorer in the 98 playoffs, and he nearly made it the 20th point, as you're going to see right here off to the left of Belfour. Here comes Yzerman and shoots it. It hits the glove and then off the post, perhaps. A big stop by Eddie Belfour, though, taking what looked like a sure goal right here away from Steve Yzerman.
And the penalty, 33 seconds remain. Nearing 4 minutes to play, and a great pace to start this Game 6. The Detroit crowd jamming the Joe Louis Arena. The next game they want is the first game in the Stanley Cup Final against Washington. Red Wings bring the puck in over the line. A points high drive onto the glass. Kaprizov can't keep it in. Larionov comes back. Only 8 seconds left of the penalty. It appears Dallas has killed it off, but wait a minute. Kozlov gets in. Circles back at the line, leaves it there, weak shot in. The backhander hit a stick, the penalty is over. Kessler on the ice. They have, in fact, killed it off. No score. 4 minutes gone in the first. This puck will go high, bounce down into the corner to the left of Belfour. Muni missed it. Lehtinen takes it. Glanced it off the boards, it slides down the ice, and McCown was back with Rouse. To center ice, he stopped. Dallas checking them well, but now they're trying to get loose. And again, good play by Lehtinen. However, Maltby drives it across in front of the net. Play called, penalty coming up, and it will be undoubtedly against Detroit. They were in possession, and when we come back, a Dallas power play.
Hatcher runs him into the side of the rink pretty gently, and then Draper retaliates right there with an elbow to the face. So McCreary is calling the retaliators and calling the people who take penalties because they get upset at the opposition. Kesner won, and now Draper.
In the last game, Dallas had 3 power play opportunities. Did not get a goal. In fact, they have scored just once in 25 tries in this series. So this is one department they must pick it up. They're on their first power play now this game, and the puck is shot into the corner in deep. From the line, Zubov lifted one ahead. He stops it again, keeps it onside. Made the play at the far side, and Verbeek mishandled it. Yzerman is there. Detroit will lift it out and kill some time. 30 seconds gone in the minor. To Draper of the Red Wings. Dallas up. Hogue trying to slide it in. Hogue again, missed it, and Detroit will shoot it down the ice. Put it right on the net. Fedorov is coming in there looking for it. He won't find it. Zubov takes over in his own zone. Got it ahead. McCown, a good job of Modano, so he had to circle back, killing more time. A minute gone. Here come the Stars. To center ice, the puck is lifted at the line, but Yzerman was there and lost a chance to move it down. Nearly a break at center by Fedorov. Lehtinen had lost the stick. Now they get it out. Yzerman coming up. Bumped. Keeps the puck in there and does a fine job. He's trying to get off. As Dallas starts back, he can't get off. So it's a long shot. Right on. Osgood stopped it. Bit of a rebound set up in front of him, but no damage done. Dallas on the power play and a one-on-one for Detroit. McCarty, a pass over there, and score! Short-handed goal.
The Dallas Stars, Bob, are complaining that there are too many men on the ice, that Larry Murphy came off before the player going off got on, and that's why Murphy was in the clear. He came off the bench. McCarty thought it was a one-on-one, and the Dallas bench is going wild.
You know, it was a one-on-one.
Sure
Here it is.
And all of a sudden now it's a 2-on-1 as Murphy jumped over a little early, in the opinion of the Stars, and backhanded it by Eddie Belfour. The linesman or referee did not see it if in fact it happened. And the almighty first goal of the game goes to Detroit. They are 8-1 when they score it, and Dallas is 1-5 in the playoffs when they are scored on first.
Murphy off the bench and made it a 2-on-1 very quickly. And a shorthanded goal with 11 seconds left in the Draper penalty. This goal at 6:20. Murphy's second of the playoffs. McCarty and Yzerman. So 1-0 Detroit.
Another look at the goal. McCarty thought it was a one-on-one, looked up, and who do you think's in the clear? Walking down the right wing is Larry Murphy, and we all know Murphy can handle the puck, and he backhands it by Ed Belfour to make it 1-0. There's Yzerman. He's not off the ice as the goal goes in, and is in no hurry to get off, and that must be what the Dallas Stars were complaining about.
Draper will be on in 1 second. So it's a shorthanded goal. It's up on the board. Detroit leads 1-0. Dallas winning the draw. Here comes Draper. A little late to stop the weak shot by Hatcher. Hatcher takes it at center ice. Drives the puck back in. Basson takes a hit. Stays on his skates though. And Osgood gets a hand as he throws up the catching glove and grabs that shot. And a penalty has been called.
Well, Skrudland made the shot, and he took no time in getting rid of it on the pass, and it was an excellent save by Osgood, and the Stars are going to get a penalty for the melee that took place in front of the net after Osgood made the save. And I think Marshall, he's the one man that's already on the penalty scoreboard and in the penalty box. So these kinds of penalties, they don't help when you are out if you lose. Here's the shot, and a nice stop by Osgood. As you can see, Ryan Scruton let the shot go before he was checked by Brown. Marshall went to the net after the whistle and was selected by referee McCurry and has a roughing penalty. Now this is all after the whistle, and there it is right there. You know, it's a harmless little shot, but you can't do it. Not if you want to play next week.
Well, the Red Wings have scored a shorthanded goal, and now they're on their second power play of the game. Detroit taking lots of time to get it started. Fedorov's pass finds Yzerman, who finds Fedorov. Two big boys on this power play for Detroit, Fedorov and Yzerman.
Scotty Bowman, who appeared to be the least affected by the overtime loss and the bad goal, he said, we've won games like that and we've lost them, and we got to win tonight, that's all.
I saw him right after the game, Harry, in Dallas, and naturally you say something like, tough way to lose, Scotty. Oh, well, he says with a shrug, those things happen. They surely do happen. But Detroit has the early lead in this game. And they're on the power play here. Murphy has scored the goal. He slides one in. Fedorov is checked. Again, Fedorov to Murphy. Lidstrom open. And now Murphy finds him. Lidstrom to Murphy. Backhand. Yzerman fanned on it. Yzerman takes it. Lidstrom is parked at the point. Takes the pass. Murphy on the far side. And he took the shot and kept it onside before giving it to Murphy. Murphy ready. Yzerman with a stick up. He wanted the pass. Lidstrom rolled it ahead. Now Yzerman gets it. Winds up. And again, he almost fanned on that one. Fedorov is flattened in front of the net. Obviously hurt. Play goes on, though. Now they call it as Shanahan picked up the pass and was about to shoot it. But that's Fedorov who's down.
And there's a broken stick in the vicinity. You know, is it the stick of a Dallas player or is it Fedorov's? And there may be the DNA evidence on this injury. Fedorov has not moved much at all. John Wharton, the capable Detroit Red Wing trainer, is out there trying to find out what the problem is. And Fedorov, who's been in a horrible slump in this playoff, or this series, was up on his knees. Matt Tkachuk was the man who delivered the blow, whatever it was. And you can see Fedorov walking. Here comes Matt Tkachuk, and after Fedorov passes it, Matt Tkachuk hits him with a very clean check. Remember, you are in possession of the puck when you pass it until the pass receiver gets it. And before Yzerman got it, Fedorov was run over.
Fedorov was a target of these big defensemen of Dallas early in the series. Remember? I'm sure Fedorov remembers, and he's thinking about it now as Matt Tkachuk, one of the heavy hitters for Dallas, nailed the talented centerman right in front of the net.
Fedorov has 16 playoff points, only 5 of them here at Joe Louis Arena. And his production, if he could come up with any, would be a welcome addition to the inept offense Detroit is beginning to show. And Shanahan and Fedorov have combined for 1 assist, 17 shots, a -7 in this series. And they had a combined 23 points in the prior 2 series. So it's tough to win when 2 of your home run hitters are hitting nothing but foul balls.
Lidstrom comes up there and drops it back at the line. 50 seconds left of this power play for Detroit. Murphy can't keep it in. It's shot down the ice. 40 seconds left to the penalty to Marshall of Dallas. Larionov straight to center. Kozlov takes the drop pass. Gets in. Kozlov on the backhand, elected not to shoot. Gives it to Lidstrom. He fired one in there. Great setup for Larionov, who was open, but it was a hot pass and he couldn't handle it. Lidstrom shot this time, and Dallas will clear the zone with 12 seconds left of the penalty. 1-0 Detroit. Penalty just about done as Krudlund goes in for checking. And the Red Wings come out led by McCown. He tucked to the head. Maltby fires it in. Penalty over. Kill that one off. Red Wings on the puck in there. Back to the line, Rouse. Long shot. Doesn't reach the net. Here's one. That doesn't get through either. And the Dallas Stars cover up in front. And Keane fired it up to center ice. Carbonneau comes back in. Sharp angle. Tried the shot anyway. Thought he saw an opening on the short side, and now Osgood protecting that short side. Reached out and caught it. 1-0 Detroit. Murphy has scored a shorthanded goal for Detroit at 6:20. And the Red Wings are ahead in this one, 1-0.
Larry Murphy extends his point streak to 4 games, 1 goal, 4 assists for 5 points, and that is his 9th point out of the 12 he scored that he earned here at Joe Louis Arena.
And Scott mentioned at the top of the show a chilly day in Michigan today. The ice should be in good condition. However, the linesmen seem to have found some cracks, and as you see, are doing some repair work.
Well, part of a linesman's job is being an ice maker, and here they need some water to spray on the snow that is going to fill the hole about 25 feet in front of Osgood. Packed in very nicely, then smoothed off with the puck. The linesman asking Bill McCreary how he's doing at his job. Bill saying, "You're doing a nice job here." Now let's look back quickly at the first 2 games of this series. Split in Dallas. Osgood shut the Dallas Stars out in game 1. Then we came back to Joe Louis. The Wings had 2 wins here, and Yzerman had 3 points in the 2 wins. And then the game 5 in Dallas, the Stars in overtime on the long shot by Langenbrunner.
Carbonneau, who got a big goal in that game, descended into overtime, is after the puck. Fired a pass that got all the way back to the line. Sador drives it. That was blocked, and it gets out. Holmstrom nearly broke away on that loose puck. Carbonneau out there again. He has been one of the better attacking Dallas Stars. Dallas around the net, pass it back. And a tipping attempt by Carbonneau at the side of the goal didn't work. Detroit Holmstrom up there. Waits for help. He finds Brown coming up on the play. Back into Holmstrom. He's bumped in the corner. 2 players go to the ice. Krudlund got up first, but the puck was frozen there, and they have to call the play. Gives us a chance again to check in with Scott Russell.
Hey, Bob, with cart driver Greg Moore of Maple Ridge, BC, who's the defending champion of the Detroit Grand Prix, which will be run on Sunday. I know your Vancouver Canucks are not involved, but how do you like the matchup between the Stars and the Wings, Greg?
It's an intense game. I mean, it hasn't been that much that I've seen a lot of playoff hockey. And I mean, just the intensity here is pretty awesome.
How was practice today? How do you fare going in to defend your championship?
I think we're looking pretty good here. I mean, we were first this morning, and then last lap, Alex Zanardi, my rival, got me in the last little bit there, about 100th of a second, but we're looking real good.
Your car's running well?
Car's running extremely well, and just hope we do it tomorrow on Sunday.
Thanks for this, Greg. Good luck in the Grand Prix.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Guys.
Puck cleared by the goaltender down to center ice. Langenbrunner was there to shoot it in. Just put it to the corner of the rink, and Murphy, the goal scorer for the Red Wings, flipped it up to Shanahan off his glove and over the glass into the crowd at the far side.
Well, the Detroit Red Wings have not been as successful in the 98 playoffs here at Joe Louis Arena than they have on the road. 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5 games, and they've outscored their opponents 17-3. In this series, the Detroit Red Wings have scored 14 goals now and are into the 6th game, and they got 5 of them in 1 game. So that's an inordinately low number of goals for a team that has the offensive players the Red Wings have.
Face off to the right of Chris Osgood. 1-0 Detroit. Shots are 6-4 Detroit. Red Wings control it on the draw. Flip it to the corners. Rubin got there ahead of Eriksson, however. Eriksson trying to poke it away. It stays inside the line. Marshall coming for the net with a low shot that hit a skate. Gilchrist checked him then. Marshall bumped his man. Fetisov threw it to the far side. And there's Gilchrist coming up with a lead pass. And Draper's shot is blocked. Another penalty coming up against Dallas. Detroit, another power play. They're ahead in the game, 1-0 on a shorthanded goal by Murphy.
McCarty then gives him a little bit of a hook. McCarty feels it, then goes down like he shot. An interference penalty 52 feet behind the play. And Bobby Basson did a nice job filling in for the pinching Ludwig to keep it a 2-on-2. But here are the Stars. They have to kill another one.
Detroit, third power play of the period. We haven't played 11 minutes yet. Short-handed goal, Red Wings leading 1-0. And Dallas going to be tested again on a power play. Lidstrom, very strong at the point. Carbonell, however, is the man he has to beat to the puck now. And they got a whistle. Killing a little bit of time.
Well, the face-off leader for Dallas in Game 5, and he's always been good on the draws, Guy Carbonell. At home, you put your stick in second. Here on the road, he has to put his stick in first. Now, the question is, does he put his stick down? The word is he puts it about 2 inches from the ice, and then as it's dropped, he puts it down. An old move that Jean Beliveau taught when he was a youngster in Montreal. Scotty Bowman telling me that story this morning, and he for sure has told the lines in the story.
Osgood will come out of the net to knock the puck down for Lidstrom. 25 seconds gone in the penalty. Fedorov takes the swift pass, comes to center and lets it fly. It's high on the glass, and Dallas is able to pick it up and again shoot it down to Osgood. 40 seconds gone in the minor penalty to Ludwig. Detroit leading 1-0. Larionov dumping it in. Red Wings are in there first. Now quickly Hatcher takes it in on the boards. Modano bumped. Lidstrom stopped it at the blue line. Flicked it to the corner. Shanahan is covered. In on the boards. Detroit keep it in. Larionov poked it into Shanahan. Centered it. Yzerman was in front. It's stopped by Larionov. Another shot from that far side. Knocked down. Hatcher after it, and he'll clear it. 40 seconds left to serve in the penalty. Ludwig watching the Red Wings come out, led by Larionov. Again, he drops it back. Fetisov and Kozlov. And they get up there with Brown. Larionov heading to the net. And he made contact and just missed the far corner. Fetisov shot it in there. Now Brown ripped it. Rebound. Balfour coming up big. Stopping the first shot. And then the rebound, and he stopped that. 17 seconds left in the Ludwig penalty.
Well, it's pretty tough in the first 13 minutes of a game. You play 6 of them shorthanded. That's what the Dallas Stars are up against. The Red Wings have had good people in front of the net, as you can see right here on a shot from the point. LaPointe, who's been a real player in these playoffs, has had a little bit of a dry spell against Dallas in the last 3 games. Nearly tips it by Ed Balfour. The question always is, even though you kill the penalties, are you killing the penalty killers when you have this many this soon?
It's tough to keep any kind of flow in the game. As you say, when your penalty killers are out there time after time. This is the 3rd time that Dallas has had to put them out there. And Carbonell gets just about all of the work. However, now it's Modano. The face-off deep in the Dallas zone. 17 seconds left on that minor. Bryant in control, long shot. It misses. Fetisov faked his shot and just rolled it ahead. McCarty is behind the net. Matt Tkachuk won't let him move. And Modano is going to pick the opening. He got it out as far as center, and the penalty has expired. Killed off another. Maltby comes in with a shot. A high one for Balfour. Good positioning by the goaltender. Took that one on the shoulder and held it. Mike Modano on the bench appears to have been bumped a little too hard. We are 6:58 remaining in the opening period here at Joe Louis. Capacity crowd waiting for this game. For Dallas, they didn't think there would be a game here tonight. There is, and the games are getting bigger. This is game 6. Dallas trying to tie it up and force a game 7 Sunday afternoon. Brown's shot doesn't reach the net. These Stars continue to block shots. When they do get through, Balfour makes another save.
Well, I've mentioned before, and I'll mention again, one of the traits of a good goalie is, will he give you the next goal when it puts your team in serious trouble? And Balfour put on a good display in game 5 after letting a goal from Larionov in to make it 2-1. And then he was almost unbeatable, and was unbeatable for that matter, and had a half a dozen real tough stops like this one by Holmstrom. And you know, you knew for a fact if Red Wings ever got up 2 goals, that game would have been over. And Eddie Balfour rallied after a bad goal and wouldn't allow the next one. And the Dallas Stars ended up winning the game.
And Detroit keeping the puck in and passing it around. Fetisov's shot blocked. He'll get another crack at it, and that's blocked. Didn't hit that one very hard, mind you. And it's flipped up to the Detroit line. Stolen. Carbonneau drilled one, and he missed the net by a fair margin. 6:15 remaining in the period. Detroit has had 12 shots. Dallas only 4 so far. The Red Wings have the only goal. Penalty coming up. Detroit will get this call for roughing. And the power plays continue here in the first period.
It's a touch football game tonight, there's no question about that. As Big Erickson knocked Adams down on the way to the puck. I guess it's going to be called interference. But Mr. McCreary's ruling with an iron hand tonight, and there's no tempo in this penalty-filled first period. 6:05 left. The Red Wings are up 1-0. And here it is right here. Adams going for the puck, and then Erickson knocks him down and picks the puck up. He called all of those in the game. The penalty timer wouldn't last.
This is the 5th penalty called in the first period, and we haven't played 14 minutes yet.
And there's some players who haven't played 2 minutes if you're not on the power play or the penalty killing unit.
Correct.
And there are the power plays in this series, of Dallas's power plays in the last series plus this one. Not very impressive.
Dallas, their second power play of this period. I mentioned before, only 1 goal. 26 attempts. Yzerman will get to this puck. He won't get it out, though. But here's a break for McCarty. He's going to go in there alone. McCarty! Stopped by Balfour! Well, that's the save of this first period for certain. Another shorthanded goal would have been murder for Dallas.
Well, Zubov and Sador love to play catch at the offensive blue line on the power play. And this time it was anticipated by McCarty. He stuck his stick out at the last second. You're going to see him right here. Zubov never looked because he was being harassed by the other penalty killer. And McCarty walks away in a clear breakaway, goes to his forehand, but Balfour puts his leg down and shuts the door completely. Or it would have been 2 shorthanded goals to nothing. McCarty on this rush looked up, he knew what he wanted to do, and thought he could beat Balfour to the goalpost, but couldn't.
Murphy scored the shorthanded goal for Detroit earlier at 6:20 of this opening period. Balfour coming up big here, though, to prevent another shorthanded goal. Only 32 seconds gone in the penalty. Erickson of Detroit in the box. Dallas trying to tie the game. And up they come. Hold, finding no room at all along the boards. Lidstrom pinned him rather well. Hatcher takes it and moves up over the Detroit line. He's stopped. Got the puck back again, though. At the side of the net, Murphy. That won't get out. Hatcher stopped it. Took a shot. Hit Murphy and went to the corner. Zador moving up. Verbeek back to the line. Hatcher again. No time to wind up for any kind of slap shot. He just wristed the puck at the net.
Detroit take away the point men on the power play, and until Dallas gets a third guy out 10 feet from the blue line, it's going to continue.
The Dallas Stars come up. They get over the line. Verbeek slipped a pass into the side of the net. And Osgood is going to hang on to this. Kind of juggled it for a bit with Verbeek on top of him. Maybe bumped him likely. But the goalie held on to it. 26 seconds left in the Detroit penalty.
Well, Osgood has been sharp tonight. He has not had a lot to do. But he has calmed the fans down for sure, and himself with a pretty good first period. Here it's not as much a stop as it is a pass interception. And one thing that Osgood has been able to do in the 98 playoffs is come off those long goals with good performances. Roenick scored that one from the blue line. The Red Wings won the next game. McInnes from the red line. Detroit won the next game. Adams on a loafing shot from the left wing, and the Detroit Red Wings won the next game, and that's exactly the game plan tonight for the Wings.
Langenbrunner, the long shot to win it in overtime in Dallas. And here is the next game. Game number 6. Red Wings trying to kill the rest of this penalty to Eriksson. Gonna do it. They get the puck out over the line. Brown wanted a penalty call in Dallas. They don't get it. 12 seconds left to serve in that penalty. Langenbrunner's pass. Sliding in over the line and cleared back out. Langenbrunner. Penalty over. Eriksson on the ice. Zubov moving the puck up quickly. Dano poke checked by Lidstrom. Dallas back. Detroit checking better now. Langenbrunner misses this pass. Zubov waited too long to get a stick on it, and Larionov skates to center ice and looks smooth coming in with a setup. The points drive, however, is blocked. Esmer falling in front of that shot. Puck knocked down at center. Dallas on it. Skrulin whipped it back in his own zone. And Esmer had to skate back. 3:20 left in the opening period. Kozlov breaks it up at center ice and lobs it back in. Now Marshall, long shot. Missed the net, but Osgood tried to catch that, I believe, and missed it. But it was off the net. Dallas coming in on the attack. That's Marshall trying to get his stick on it, helping Skrulin. Skrulin knocked it loose. Eriksson takes it away from him and put it on the boards to get it to center ice. Under 3 minutes left in the period. Detroit has the only goal. Murphy scored it at 6:20 while they were killing the penalty. Holmstrom out. He's bumped, fell, got back up, and the Red Wings keep it in. Holmstrom tried to center it. Knocked down in front of the net. They don't clear it out. Gilchrist had a chance. Banned on it. Up comes Keane. Drilled another long shot. That's the word now, I guess. Take the long shot because the first one Osgood missed. He didn't miss this one and held it.
Bob, if there's such a thing as a barometer in hockey in the 98 playoffs, it's Mike Keane. In the 10 games that the Stars have won, Keane is 4 goals, 4 assists, and +10. In the 6 games the Stars have lost, he has no goals and no assists and is a -3. Would that be classed as a barometer or a thermometer?
He's on the ice now with Carbonneau at center ice and wins the draw for him, and he put it right in on the net. Osgood, easy save for him. The Red Wings just shoot it down the ice. So there will be another face-off back inside the Red Wing blue line with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Coming up in our first intermission, we'll have a chance to talk with Ron Wilson, who's taking Washington to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in their history. Phil Esposito, our From the Files episode tonight. Big Phil.
Phil threw his arms up in the air quite a few times in NHL rings, did he not?
His best year, 76 goals.
When 76 goals were even tougher to get than they have been in the 90s.
Got a hat trick in his last game against the Montreal Canadiens and Phil Neer. 74, 75, and 76 in that game. And then you know what happened? A guy by the name of Dryden came along and played goal for Montreal, and he played 20 games. Here's Dallas attacking and won the Stanley Cup and the Conn Smythe Trophy.
And the Calder the next year. You can imagine that, the Conn Smythe before the Calder.
1:55 left to play. And another penalty coming up against Detroit. And Carbonneau is having a word or two to say to Shanahan as he escapes off. I don't know if the goalie got this one. Maybe he did.
I think he did. As Carbonneau was hauled down right here by Osgood, not 6 feet away from referee McCreary. So with 1:54 to go, the Stars get a chance on the power play. But the power play for the Dallas Stars is a complete misnomer in this series. Shanahan will serve the penalty for Osgood.
Interference, the call against the goalie, Chris Osgood. Shanahan on the ice, of course. Well, that was picked up by McCreary. He's in the box serving the minor penalty for Detroit. So the third power play of the first period for Dallas. Red Wings have had 3. The only goal coming while Dallas was on a power play, and Murphy scored that from McCarty and Yzerman back at 6:20. Puck stopped at center ice by Hatcher and Sador. Very slowly to center and drills it to the boards in the corner. Dallas move up and they get possession. Sador tried the shot and Murphy clears it. Belfour was out fast. He saw McCarty coming up. 1:25 remaining in the first period. Hatcher feeding a pass out to an open wing now. And Detroit doing a good job as Draper to clear it across center again. Verbeek turns it back. Comes in with Modano. Other side. That pass. Sharp angle shot is blocked. Lehtinen leaves it for Modano. Back to the line. Hatcher again to Modano. And a quick pass back to Sador. His shot. Stopped the big rebound. And Modano's shot was off his stick in front of Osgood, and it was into the crowd quickly. 1:02 left in the penalty.
Mike Modano never seems to get a shot on the power play, and he is the guy who's most likely going to score. I think they should pull him out a little further on the right wing there, play him just off the top of the circle and get set one of the point men in the middle of the rink and the other over on the boards, and get the puck to Modano. His shots are impossible to catch, and he may score from 35 feet, and if he doesn't, and the goalie stops it, there'll probably be a rebound. This way, he never gets a shot.
And they're going to be sent back down the ice again. Rouse wasting no time in shooting it away. 45 seconds left in the period. Dallas power play, trying to tie the game. Moving up, giveaway by Sador. And the Red Wings get in. Rouse tried a shot. Easy save for Belfour. And now Holt. Sador slams it in. Too high. Into the crowd. 24 seconds left in the period.
Well, both these goalies have got excellent playoff records this year. One winning 10 games and Osgood winning 11. But they also are the most penalized. Belfour's had 9 minor penalties, and Osgood just picked up his 5th of these playoffs. So when that happens, most of the time what it's telling you is the strategy of the opposition is get people in the goal crease, bumping and nudging and talking to the goalie in hope that he'd react just as Osgood did on Carter.
6 power plays in this first period, and nobody could cash in. Murphy short-handed goal. Special teams coming through. Here's Hatcher moving up. Rebound! Basson missed a glorious scoring opportunity to tie the game. Time will run out now. Zohorn goes to end the first period. Basson came so close. The shots were 14-7 in favor of Detroit.
Well, Basson couldn't find the handle on the puck with the goaltender out of it. Here's the shot by Hatcher. It stopped, but there's a rebound that slides off to the left of Osgood, and you can see as Lidstrom sprawled, Basson couldn't get a stick on the puck. Right there, it was bouncing, and the score remains 1-0 Detroit in a penalty-filled first period.
Short-handed goal by Murphy at 6:20 from McCarty and Yzerman. And after one period, here in Game 6, Detroit leads 1-0.